However you're stretching your legs, you gotta stop because there's certain things you have to be doing to make it effective. Hey there, I'm Coach Brian, strength coach and functional movement specialist with criticalbench.com. And within this video, I'm showing you 5 stretching exercises that you can use to stretch out those legs. So before we get into the stretches that you should be doing to stretch out the lower body of yours, it's important to get some type of activity done before you do these stretches. And what I mean by that is go for a walk, get on a bicycle, do some stairs, anything for 5 to 10 minutes of light aerobic conditioning will just get the body warmed up and blood circulating to the muscles of the lower body. This will allow these 5 stretches to be more impactful for their benefit. So with these exercises, you can follow this format. You can go anywhere between 5 and 10 repetitions, and some of them are going to be holds, and I'm going to talk about that in just a moment, the difference between dynamic and static stretching. So the first one is a pretty common and pretty traditional type of athletic stretch or exercise. It's called a leg swing. So you want to make sure you're holding on to something that doesn't really move. It could be a post, it could be a chair, it could be a weight machine, it could be even be, who knows, a tree, whatever. This is the exercise right here. Now notice I'm keeping my hips neutral. I'm not over kicking or trying to kick a field goal or anything. I'm just doing some light swings. And I'll show you from the back so what it looks like. You know, I'm not going up too far. And then also that you want to do some lateral swings. So pretty much just face the object, keep your feet pointed straight ahead, cross and swing out to the side, still keeping those hips neutral. I would say 5-10 repetitions on each side is good enough. And you can always do more. It's not going to hurt you by any means. It's a great exercise to use to start off with just some more dynamic movements. The second one is a deep squat with a side-to-side lean. So still using your object, you want to get kind of in a squat stance position. You don't have to be squared up to the back of it. It could be wherever. So good squat, down, and you're just going to kind of shift side to side. And then you can stand back up. Back down. Now it's okay if your heels come up off the ground a little bit because, again, since we're stretching our legs, we might have just excessive tightness in our lower leg, and that might force us to get those heels up. Over time, the more flexible you become, your ankles will loosen up over time. So just nice side to side. I'm trying to keep a tall spine. And you're going to feel this a lot in those adductors of yours, but also, like I said, the lower leg, but even the quad as well once you start going side to side. So now this one you might require a chair or a bench or like a coffee table. This is a kneeling quad stance. This one's a little more intense. So you want to start right here. Actually, it might be better for me to show you the other leg here. So now this one, if you're new to this exercise and never done this one before, this might be your starting position, okay? Because this might be challenging for you. And once you've established some balance and some flexibility in that down leg, this is the leg being stretched, by the way, then the taller you sit, the taller you pull yourself, the greater the stretch you're going to feel in those quads. You're going to feel a little bit in that psoas, your hip flexor area as well. Now to intensify the stretch, you just simply push yourself back. Really trying to relax the quad. Again, if this starts getting too intense, release and re-engage. You can do this as a pulse, or you can just do it as a static hold right here. Obviously, you want to make sure you're doing it on the other side, and just to make sure it's even. So this one, you can hold it for maybe 10 to 20, 30 seconds at a time, really trying to push your body back into the stretch as each second goes. But again, if this is too challenging for you, what you can do is just try it, or even get something that's not as high as a chair, maybe something that's, you know, a stack of books or like a stair step, and try it from that. But make sure you also put a pad under your knee because there's a lot of pressure on the knee. So we got quads done. Let's go to hamstrings. So this one's kind of like a walking hamstring stretch. So tall spine to start. You're going to step out, keep the toes up. You're going to reach down slowly, trying to keep a flat back. Reach down as best as you can. stand back up, switch. I mean, you could travel, you can walk forward, you can do it stationary. It really doesn't matter. But the main thing is toes up, slowly get the butt back, shoulder blades pull back, reach down. Now, I don't expect a lot of people to be able to go down and touch those toes. Again, 3 to 5 second holds. That's all it takes, maybe 3 to 5 reps on each side. And then over time, you're gonna start feeling a little bit more limber in those hamstrings of yours. The last one is gonna take us to the floor. This is your traditional butterfly stretch. So start with the soles of your feet together. Pull your ankles in, sit up tall, and then lean forward. Now from here, once you've kind of reached your limit, try to push down your knees. It could be done with the elbows, but it could also be done with your muscle pulling your knees down. Once you've hit your limit on everything, lean forward. This one you're gonna hold for 10 to 15 seconds and then release. Kind of relax a little bit, reset, do it all over again. You should feel a little bit deeper into the stretch. So you're probably asking, where does breathing come into this equation? So everything you do, all these stretches that I just showed you, you want to make sure you're breathing properly. Good deep breath in, good deep breath out. I always recommend when you do any type of stretching, big belly breath through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose. Really trying to open up those ribs and try to get some good deep breathing, because once you start focusing on your breathing, then the muscles just have a tendency and a natural rhythm to relax and actually become a little more pliable and moldable. So hopefully you found this video helpful on how to stretch your legs. If there's a question or comment you have on something you saw in this video, or if you just have something in general for me, that's what the comment section below is for. So post your comments or questions and I'll personally answer them for you. Other than that, I want to leave you something to read. It's a report that I wrote. It's called Why Stretching Won't Make You Flexible. Even though I just talked about this whole video of stretching, you got to check out this free PDF by clicking right here. Click it, give us your email, and you'll get this free PDF to read. Trust me, it's a good one. Don't forget to subscribe to us by clicking here and check out these other flexibility, mobility videos I know you're going to find helpful. I'm Coach Brian with criticalbench.com. Thanks for watching.